Hi everyone, so the second part of my video nasty collection. In this one I want to see which ones I have out of the non-prosecuted films. So there's 33 films that were video nasties but weren't on the prosecuted list. So I'm going to start off with the first one, which I've already got up here, which is I think Lucio Fulci's best film, The Beyond. I think it's also known as The Gates of Hell, and this is actually a pretty good VIPCO release, a bit of a rarity really, because I don't really like many of the VIPCO releases, but this was a good version. I would see, obviously it's on there, the uncut version, sorry, of that. It's the uncut version of The Beyond. No, not bad at all, not a bad DVD. I think VIPCO's best DVD there, but I've definitely Lucio Fulci's best film as well in my eyes. There's The Beyond. Next one on the collection, Ully Lommel's The Boogeyman, or just known as The Bogeyman in some places, but this was decent. I thought this was okay. I do quite enjoy this one. This is like not a great release, it's like a cheap one, Hollywood DVD. Everyone knows about them in the UK, they bring out all the really cheap ones, and these sell for about £1 or so, so they're not really rare, but there's a really nice 88 films Blu-ray been released, so I might have to pick that up and upgrade this one. But yeah, I don't mind that film. That's a pretty decent film, this one. And the second one up, oh dear, Boogeyman 2, which was the sequel to the one I've just showed you, and this one was pretty poor. This one, to be honest, it was a lot of sort of rehash of the first. Really, a lot of the film was made up of clips from the first film, but it was pretty boring, this one. But pretty good. I've actually picked this version up, which is supposedly a really rare to get copy. This is the director's cut. The Boogeyman 2 director's cut, and I was going for quite a lot of money on Amazon. I picked this up really cheap on a market for a couple of £. Couldn't believe it when I saw it, but yeah, poor film, but I'm glad I picked that one up. Good rare copy of that. Next one on the list, Cannibal Terror. This is a hilariously bad cannibal movie. I mean, I think this is probably one of the worst cannibal films I've seen. There is very little gore in it. It looks gory from the front cover there, but there is actually very little gore, and the cannibals look ridiculous in it. It looks like they've just got general people off the streets and just put them in loincloths. It is that bad. And I feel like really laughably bad movies, pick it up. This was like another hard gore release there. So on the top, I've got quite a few of these. You can pick these up for £1 if you look around. Really cheap, but it's a horrendously bad cannibal film. Another one is a bit of a cult classic, this one, but Dead and Buried. That's known for I think having Robert Englund as a very early role in it. But this is the Dutch release. Got the Dutch release there. It's probably all in Dutch on the back there, if anyone can see that. But there you go. So it's got the Dutch release. Pick this up because I think this version, when I first bought this Dead and Buried, I think this was the only complete version of I could get hold of. So Dutch release of that. But it's all in English, so it's great. But decent release there as well. Another one I may upgrade to if it gets a better release. So I do like that film. That's pretty good. Death Trap. It's the Toby Hooper's one. I've got a bit of a sort of a fondness for this film. I think it's pretty good. Another early performance of Robert Englund's in it. He's got like a small role in it, but a guy who basically keeps pet crocodiles and he feeds people to it. And it runs like I think it runs like a motel or something like that. But yeah, it's good. It's quite blackly comic, but I do quite like that film. That's not bad at all. Another one coming in now, like another cannibal movie, and that's there you go. Deep River Savages, Umberto Lenzi. I'll try and move that down a little bit so you can see that a bit better. But this is not bad at all. This one's okay. I watched this one before. I thought it was alright. Not the best cannibal film, but certainly not the worst. Another hard gore release there, so probably a little bit cut that one again. But it's not bad at all, that one. Another one I quite got a bit of a liking for, and that's Don't Go in the House. This is the Arrow drama one. It's like a lower budget version of the Arrow. It's like Arrow's budget label basically. But I do like this one. It's it has got a little bit of a nasty sort of streak in it. It's played very seriously. There's not really any humour in it, and that it's quite a bleak film. But I do like this one. Guy who's sort of abused by his mother, and I think she burns him or something. So basically, he ends up taking women back. Makes like a steel room and sets fire to something in there. But At the end there, so they come back, the bodies come back to kill him, sort of thing. So, yeah, it's not bad at all. That's a totally uncut version as well. So if you're after that film, no, not a bad little release, that one there. The one that everybody's heard of, that's The Evil Dead. This is the Anchor Bay uncut edition of this, but there's loads and loads of different versions of this going around. I mean, if everyone wanted to collect every single Evil Dead, that ever been released, I think it'd be absolutely a massive collection. But great film. Everyone knows about the Evil Dead movies. Another one which I thought was really good, Toby Hooper's Funhouse. I think this was unfairly put on the nasty list because there's not really anything nasty in it. It is a good, fun, sort of atmospheric little sort of thriller. Sort of like a group of misfits who sort of live in a funhouse. These people get trapped in there, have to try to escape, and there's like a deformed sort of, well, it says it's possibly deformed man, but it looks more beast than man. But yeah, they try to get out the funhouse, and it is a really good film. Now, this is a Region 1 copy, but another one I wouldn't mind upgrading to Blu-ray on, because I do really enjoy this film. This is really good. One of Dario Argento's best films as well, coming up now, Inferno. Did really like this. A little bit, story was a little bit confusing, I thought, on first watch, but some amazing imagery on this movie. Blue Underground release this one. I do like the release of this, but this is a really good film. So I say it is a bit of a confusing watch. You'd have to watch it a couple of times to sort of get it. To me, I had to watch it a couple of times to get it, but some amazing imagery in it and that. So I do really like that. Dario Argento's Inferno. Another one I sort of really liked as well, Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. This is the another Anchor Bay release. I've got quite a few of these, but nice little book with this one. I don't know if you see anything in there, but there's quite a lot of stills and things, production notes of the film. Another one, decent little release there from Anchor Bay. But there you go. Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue. Another one I really enjoy. So one I picked up fairly recently, Possession. I've not got to watch this one yet, but I've heard it's like a very, very arty. But it's got Sam Neill in it, so I think he was a relative unknown then, wasn't he, when he did this? But I've not actually watched this. Not really much on the back, but a couple of features on it, the making of it and things on it. But this was basically like a little cheap sort of release. I've done a release that I'd never heard of the company. But yeah, that's Possession there. Pranks now, also known as The Dorm That Drips Blood. I do quite like this film. This is a decent little slasher film. It's decent. It sort of is what it is. You sort of know what to expect with these sort of films, but that one's not bad at all. Pranks, or The Dorm That Drips Blood. Next one on the list, it's also known, it's got quite a few titles, this one, but the name on the list was Prisoner of the Cannibal God. But I've actually got two versions of this. It's also known as Mountain of the Cannibal God. That's the Vipco release. I think this is the extreme version. Didn't say it was cut or not. I think it had a little bit I think it was a bit of animal cruelty cut out of this one, but I think relatively most of the gore was in it. And I also went to a charity shop before and picked up this one, and it's called Slave of the Cannibal God. Exactly the same movie, so it must have had quite a few title changes, but I think this is a Region 1 release. But as far as I know, this one's completely uncut. So I picked it up. It was I did a little bit of research on it, found out it was uncut and that, and picked it up for a couple of pounds. So I've already got the film, but got the uncut version there. That's Prisoner of the Cannibal God. Next one up, The Slayer. Not a big fan of this one really. I think it was a bit too slow for me. Not a lot really happened in it, but it was decently acted. There's one or two decent effects in it, but yeah, it was a little dull for me, The Slayer. But another one, a bit of a cult classic as well, Toolbox Murders. This is the one, I think it was from the 70s, late 70s, but I've got the remake as well. The remake wasn't bad, but I do quite like this version. Not a bad little film. Oh, excuse me. Unhinged. I do really enjoy this actually. This is one of them ones that not many people have heard of, and it's a really good sort of slasher film. This is quite dark. Some really good gore in it as well, and if people haven't heard this one, pick it up. I recommend picking it up, because you can get it quite cheap now. But I think it's from about 1982-ish, around that sort of area. But it says up there, look, previously banned. But it is a good little film. That got a good cracking atmosphere in that as well. Quite like that one. And the last one I've got, Zombie Creeping Flesh. That is the pretty poor Vipco release of that. ever also. It's got another title. A lot of these nasties have different titles. And also known as Hell of the Living Dead. And I managed to pick this version up, and this is the uncut one. But this is an Anchor Bay release. But it's basically the same, zombie creeping flesh. But yeah, another one with another title for that. But I do quite like the cover to that as well. But yeah, zombie creeping flesh. Quite a few missing on that list really. I said there was 33 altogether. I think I got about 19 of them. But yeah, I thought I'd just get part 2 of that one. There is another lot of films that were sort of seized by the police that weren't actually nasties, and I may do a video on them next. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Be interesting to see what films people have got off that other list. Yeah, thanks for watching anyway, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, bye.